Hello, today's video is going to be talking about what's in this bag. So I do a bit of gravel riding as well as road riding, and about a year ago I just decided I didn't want bottles on the bike while I was doing gravel. So I looked for a hip pack that I thought would be really useful for going graveling, store my stuff in, maybe have a hydration bladder in it. And yeah, so posted some stuff on Instagram the other day. Some people asked me what do I have in my hip pack, so I thought I would share that with you. So this is my hip pack. It's about a year old. I bought it with a hydration bladder, which I think I've used all of once. Hydration bladder goes in here, and then there's a tube that runs around the front with a mouthpiece. And I used it, but what I found was it took up a lot of space inside the actual bag or hip pack. So I figured that I would just use it without that, and actually these two pockets here are big enough to carry a water bottle in each, and these kind of elastic straps work really well to just hold them in firmly. So if you've got a slightly taller water bottle, maybe a 750ml, that's really good for holding it in. Generally inside the bag itself, before I put any other bits and pieces in it, there's always going to be this, which is really useful for checking your tyre pressure. So when you're graveling, obviously you might want to have different pressures for road or off-road. A couple of gels, and just a manual pump. And the reason I have a manual pump is simply because what I found was that sometimes just it's easier to use that than air canisters. So those tend to stay in there. And then in the front, what I tend to carry is kind of things like maybe some cards or cash in this pocket. You could put a phone in it, but I tend not to bother. I tend to keep the phone actually inside the compartment of the hip pack. But other things that I have in here include puncture repair kind of kit, which effectively is those little rubber worms that you shove in the tyre, a spare inner tube if things get really bad, latex gloves because no one wants sealant on their hands, some tyre levers, and also just a multi-tool. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the time I might carry additional food in there. I might put kind of gloves, arm warmers, other bits of clothing inside the actual pack in this main compartment if I need to. These pockets on the side are pretty good for holding keys, maybe the odd snack. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I keep in the hip pack. I don't know that I'd ever want to put a bottle back on the frame. One of the downsides of having a bottle on the frame is it just tends to get really dirty, and the last thing you want to do is be sticking that water bottle in your mouth once it's covered in filth. So yeah, that's my hip pack. So that's pretty much it for this video. I thought I'd just do a quick, short kind of explanation about the bag, the hip pack, bum bag, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, if you found this useful, then let me know. And if not, again, well, yeah, let me know. Thanks.